A £50,000 scholarship sounds like what everyone will try to get their hands on, right? Keep watching this video if you want a step-by-step guide on how to apply and win this scholarship for yourself. Meanwhile, like and share this video to someone who would need it. Okay, before we head to the website, you should know this. This scholarship is for people who want to do their masters in the UK. It covers any postgraduate course you'd like to do and your living expenses, your tuition fee, and accommodation. I'm Mary Jane, and in this video, we'll be looking at the step-by-step process to qualify for the UL postgraduate scholarship in the United Kingdom. Let's head to the scholarship page then. What I love the most about this scholarship is the fact that it covers your tuition fee and gives you accommodation as well. So when you qualify for this scholarship, you get an accommodation in one of the halls of residence. So in case you're wondering what UAL means University of the Arts London. So you get accommodation in one of the University of the Arts halls of residence. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We always upload new scholarship opportunities and explain how you can get it. And if this is your second time watching this video, or your third time, or your fourth time, or your fifth time, hi. All right, let's get to it. So UAL is offering £50,000 for international postgraduate scholarship and accommodation award. All right, so how do you become eligible for this scholarship? Now, the first criteria is that you must hold an offer to study a full-time master's degree, a master's course at one of UAL's colleges and institutes starting in 2024/2025 session. Okay, so now what they mean by this is that you should have an offer to run a master's course already, a master's program in one of their colleges or institutions before you can qualify for this postgraduate degree. So the courses you must offer either a graduate diploma or masters in architecture or masters in arts, a master's in finance, an MBA, an MRes, and MSc qualification. Still under the criteria 1, the course must be delivered full-time in person and in London. If you already have a master's course that you want to study in one of their colleges, let's move on with how you can apply for this postgraduate scholarship. You are not eligible to apply if you already hold a UK postgraduate TOEFL qualification or one at an equivalent level from studies undertaken in the UK or abroad. Second criteria for people who are applying for this postgraduate scholarship is you need to be ordinarily resident in one of the low-income economic countries. This excludes the following developed countries: Canada, China, Japan, UK, USA, and the EA member states. So if your country is not on the list, if your country is a developed country, you may not be eligible for other funding options, including the UAL International Postgraduate £7,000 scholarship. Okay, evidence such as a copy of your immigration documents, your ID card, or your formal proof of address must be included as part of your application. All right, let's go check out the countries that are eligible for this scholarship. These are the qualifying countries. So if you go through this list and you do not find your country, you shouldn't proceed with the application process. Please share it with your friends and your families that may need this information. Okay. All right. So another way you can qualify for this scholarship if you are in any of these developed countries is if you are seeking asylum in the UK. You need to contact them, student funding, so they can help you with it. Okay, so criteria 3 is that your annual household income must be £25,000 or less, or the equivalent exchange value in a qualifying country's currency at the point of application. If you want to check and convert your household income and see if it's equal to £25,000, you should use this website here, right? The fourth criteria for this scholarship is that you must provide a personal statement as part of your scholarship application which responds to the following questions. And each question, these are the questions below that you'll be responding to, and each of these questions you have to answer with a maximum of 350 words. You have to describe how receiving a postgraduate scholarship would make a difference to you. You have to tell how you intend to use the qualification you'll be gaining. And then criteria 5 is your supporting evidence. Now let's quickly take a look at what this supporting evidence now. So these are the qualifications, these are the things you'll be needing: your bank statement, documents, and evidence that if you're an asylum seeker, if you're coming in as an asylum seeker in the UK. Okay, let's look at how to apply for this scholarship. So to apply for this scholarship, you have to apply before the deadline, and the deadline is 5th of July 2024. So whatever it is that you're doing, make sure you submit your documents, your application, everything that is needed during the application process. Make sure you conclude before the 5th of July. All right, and then when you've finished with all of this, the decision to whether you qualify for the scholarship will be made mid-August, and you'll get a notification around that same time that you qualify for the scholarship. And then your course will be starting on October 2024. All right, so once you received an offer to study at UAL, the My Finance and Funding tab on your application portal will be updated from February onwards to include application forms for scholarships. Sending you application forms for schools you can apply to for your scholarship. Let's go ahead with how to apply. Right now, to apply, you have to come up here where you see courses and check the courses that are available for you to apply. Let's come down to postgraduate courses. Okay, these are the postgraduate courses we want to be looking at. We're going to be viewing all the postgraduate courses. Okay, now University of the Arts London postgraduate courses. Okay, so while we are here, we are going to be looking at the courses that are available for postgraduate students. So you have MA Fine Art, you have MA Biodesign, you have MA Material Features, you have MA Fine Art, you have Graduate Diploma Fashion, you have MA Arts and Science. So you can go through this list. If you don't find the course that you want here, you can go to next and then pick the course you want. So let's say I want to do an MSc in Computer Science, and I click on it, and then I go through the criteria, like what's required of this. So you've seen here that the course length, you'll be doing this course for 12 months, and the start date for this course is September. All right, and you'll be doing this course in UAL Creative Computer Institute. So now that you've seen these details when you're going to be starting, meanwhile, before you go on to apply, I advise that you check your entry requirements. Okay, these are the entry requirements. Now, to decide, the standard minimum entry requirements for this course are an honors degree in a relevant subject such as computer science, data science, computing, mechanical or electrical engineering, joint computer science plus arts and humanities program, or a professional qualification recognized as equivalent to an honors degree in a technology related or engineering discipline, and typically at least grade B, grade C at GCSE mathematics. Okay, so English language requirements requires IELTS 6.5 or equivalent in a minimum of 5.5 in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. All classes are taught in English, and if English isn't your first language, you will need to show evidence of your English language ability when you enroll. So for further guidance, please check out English language requirements. Accreditation of prior experiential learning. All right, so when you're done reading all of this and you find out that okay, you're qualified for this, you can go ahead and apply now. They've let you know again that for round 1, application deadline for round 1 students was the 13th of December. Application deadline for round 2 students is the 3rd of April. So you do not have a lot of time. You have to start your application process. Now, the decision outcome, you'll be getting the decision outcome at the end of June 2024. So when you're okay with the entry requirements, and then you've gone through everything that you need to go through, and then you can also contact support for help. You have personal statement advice. Just make sure you read all of this thoroughly. They said how to apply. Follow the step-by-step guide to apply for this course. Step 1, initial application. You will need to submit an initial application, including your personal statement and CV. So personal statement advice is an advice on what your personal statement should look like. Your CV advice. You also need to know communicating with, defining your place, application deadlines, visas and immigration check, external student transfer policy. You can see here that after you're done with this particular course, you can further to a PhD level, both within the CTI and at other institutions nationally and internationally. So when you're done reading all the requirements, including the entry level requirements, you start your application. Now, to start your application, you have to create a profile to apply. You can log in with your email address and your password and then proceed with your application. Okay, so remember that to apply for this, these are things that you'll be needing. Okay, remember to make sure that your country falls under the listed countries here.